The votes are in, and the audience have made a decision on who they believe to be the best founding father in America's history. But before we reveal the results, may we take a quick moment to discuss why we need this discussion at all? The founding fathers, the legend of these men. Why are they so important to this country?
They founded it?
They founded it, yes. They founded a country, but that's not really that unusual. What did they do that was more unusual than that? They changed the world. It's
yeah,
the first.
They did.
It's the first post-Enlightenment country, yes?
It's pretty crazy to see what these guys thought of back then and how lazy we are today. Like, I mean, these guys really, just every single one of them was just so smart and ahead of their time. And
but then again, you know, to be fair to, you know, that period in history, there were plenty of people who were, you know, comedians. You know, not everybody gets to be a founding father. I mean, you remember these guys, but...
What I mean to think, like, let's go back to Franklin. It's just like electricity. I'm gonna make glasses. You got to think far ahead to even think of something like that, even to be that creative.
I think that exists today. I think it existed. I think
because of them.
No, not because of them. The Enlightenment created the United States. The United States did not create the Enlightenment. What these guys did was a political repercussion of the end of the belief that God made kings. Yes, would you agree?
It came here late, but yeah, we're the first country to really enact it.
Right. What I'm saying is American history is not separate from the rest of the world. First of all, this country did not begin in 1776. The United States began in 76. America, of course, was here. This is why I think history is fascinating. You trace this back to the invention of the printing press, right? And here's how it works. Gutenberg invents the printing press. When he invents the printing press, you start to be able to print Bibles, right? When you can print Bibles, they are no longer secret documents held by monks, which means eventually people who are not in the inner sanctum can read the Bible and interpret it. As more and more people begin to read, they start to have different ideas about what they're reading. That's what humans do. And they interpret it differently. And they start saying, I don't agree with that, and I don't agree with that. And discourse and argument starts to come in from that. That comes along, and then Enlightenment thought, when people start to say, I don't think God makes kings. I think kings make themselves the children of God, the special children of God. I don't believe that. Heretics create debate. Debate creates the United States. And what I worry about in the United States is that debate is ending. And what is happening now is that in modern political parlance, that insult and rhetoric replace conversation and thought. And that's why we're doing this show. Because you say things, I find myself here saying things that I don't necessarily agree with. Because that's how you find out what you think. You interact with people. I think that the audience chose wisely. The best founding father, for want of a better expression, is, of course, General George Washington, the first president of the United States. Thank you to the esteemed panel of historians. Thank you to my fellow Americans. We'll see you next time. Enjoy or die.